Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
If the D.C. area cannot handle 1 inch of snow, how are they going to handle, well, they're now saying what, 2 feet?
2 feet.
Is that what it is? I don't want to diminish that because that's an incredible amount of snow. But if they can't handle 1 inch of snow, how are they going to handle, upwards of 2.5 feet?
Mike, the problem was that the roads were not treated. And with extreme cold temperatures, all the snow was sticking to the roads.
All right. Let me ask a question, because I'm down here, I follow it, and Carla, I'm still with you in spirit, and that's why I yell at the television.
Isn't that sweet?
It's
Spirit.
Okay, all right.
I walked to work today.
Wheat thins. So anyway, the thing about it is, I have to wonder. The roads weren't treated, and when they treat the roads, it's okay. So what is the reason the roads weren't treated? They knew it was coming,
Mike.
Right?
What I think the unspoken thing that is being not said but understood by everybody is facing a snowpocalypse like Storm Jonah that we're about to have. I think
Wait, they've named it?
Yes, Jonah. Yes.
Jonah?
Jonah.
Why have they given it a name? I thought only hurricanes got
Jonah Hill.
names.
Yeah, it's named after Jonah Hill because it's Jonas. It's named Jonas. Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's named after
Jonas.
Named after
Like
the Jonas brothers.
Is there a reason it has a name?
One.
No, it's not. It's named.
Is there a reason it has a name, or was this created by DC Media? I'm just
I think
curious
this
about
is
these things.
this is national media that's calling it this. But so I don't know.
Jonas is moving. It's because it's a clipper, maybe.
Maybe it is because it's a clipper. It's a clipper.
That's pretty cool that they're giving it a name. You have to panic. They're giving it a name. Oh my God, they're giving it a name. They're giving it a name.
But I've seen all the local news people on top of the salt mounds and everything, and they're all getting ready for the storm. And I think
the Today Show weather lady crawled on top of one of the mounds of salt, and she looked good on it.
Yeah, she did. You know what?
What's her name? What the hell's her name again?
Oh, it's Dylan.
The backup weather.
Dylan
You watch
Dreyer?
it every day.
Is it Dylan Dreyer?
Dylan Dreyer.
Yeah. Today
With
she wasn't so dry.
Incredible aerobicized, super fit,
With the
spin
tuchus.
class body.
Yeah. And then they go back to
She
the
with
studio.
the tuchus Oscar.
Yeah.
That's right. The tuchus.
Yeah,
That's
when she
right.
turns left, I'm like, oh.
They go
where'd
back
that
to the
come from?
studio and you see Al Roker, and it's like when Kent Dorfman's picture comes up in Animal House.
I know.
Ah!
Well, anyway, we're going to talk to Chuck Bell, the local meteorologist who I've poked fun at for years, but now he's a buddy, and he's come in the studio.
Good guy.
He's going to come on the show with us, and we're going to talk all about the Snowmageddon that's coming to D.C. Before we that, but we've got other fish to fry.
Yes.
And I've got a big story to share with you boys.
Fantastic.
That's going to be funny and interesting. It's going to have so many layers.
Does it have pathos?
What's that?
Does it have pathos?
It has angst.
Oh, no.
And pathos. It's going to be great.
Wow,
But let's
I
get
love
to the
it.
mailbag.
Oh, it's not
because
about
it's not
you.
all about me.
No.
It's not all about the snow. It's not all about the fact that. Sorry, that's what I'm hearing. I really just want to soldier through it. Okay, it's all about you. And welcome to our world. Our new youngest listener, Kevin Miller.
One time.
He couldn't wait.
I mean, it was voted
he
on.
couldn't hold it in.
The island.
Is that the only one you're going to do?
One time.
Just one time. Oh.
All right.
One time.
Welcome to our world. Our newest, youngest listener, Kevin Miller, and his wife, Joy, welcomed a baby boy to the world in January 12th was the date.
Nice.
On January 12th, not in January 12th, you moron, Michael.
Michael.
After much thought on a name, they briefly considered naming him Michael Robert Oscar Hans Solo Rofo Pony Miller,
That's a good name.
but reconsidered after realizing that it would just piss off Mike. No, it wouldn't. No.
Multiple names.
Well, that's true. It said it pissed me off if I had to read about another multi-name person in the mailbag. So they settled on Aaron Joseph Miller. Happy birthday, Aaron.
a good
That's
name.
wonderful.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. Breaking news. This just in. Our second youngest listener was born one day earlier.
Hey! Just that edged out.
You just get these things in all the time, don't you? Happy birthday to Lillian Jane Tanner. That's a cool name.
I like Lillian.
Oh, God, I don't want to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Hold on. Let me look at the light. Let me look at
No,
the light.
light makes you sneeze.
No.
He's allergic to great segments.
Yes, he is.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. There go the jean
All right.
shorts.
That did good.
Lillian Jane Tanner, longtime listener and super fan Lynna Gilmore, asks, can I please get a birthday shout-out and possibly a birthday whore from Rob on the podcast? It would mean a lot to this old broad. Well, you know what they say about Lynna Gilmore.
Oh, Mike, she's a whore!
There you go. Thank you very much.
Been a while.
Oh, I love
Jeff
this show.
Saylor had a birthday last week, and he celebrated with some delightful ammoniated seafood from Mr. Dickinson Queasy. Yum. I love the fact. I'm keeping that he's Dickinson Queasy.
It's the only reason he got top billing, because I love the name.
Dickinson Virgil Queasy.
Tim.
Happy 53rd birthday to Phil Druin, who has battled diverticulitis like Mike, hates cancer like Rob, and his wife is half Mexican, kind of like Oscar or something.
Hey.
Very good. Rich Morikawa turned 51 last weekend, and we are pleased to report that he is fat, follically challenged, and deep in the throes of a midlife crisis. Good times. Oh, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. If we've got that, I'm going to do a little editing here. Hold on. Let me get it out here. I just want to make. God, I've got so much. I'm getting so much and more stuff now.
Yes.
You know, I've got a lot of different stuff.
Stuff is great.
And because I've got a lot more of it, I really don't know where anything is. But I think you're going to think this is worth it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
At some point here. How have you been, boys?
We're good.
How have you
How's
been?
everybody?
I can't
I've
wait to
been
hear your
wonderful.
story with the angst and the
Yeah.
pathos,
Yeah.
the funny and the
pathos
sad.
Super
and the
exciting.
angst
Tears
is
and the
gonna be-
smiles.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be, it's really gonna
It's really
be
going to be worth the wait.
fantastic.
Yeah.
here.
Maybe
It's
a
going to be
little
worth the
romance.
wait.
You know,
What's
we're
this
running a
guy's
couple
name?
minutes late
Yeah.
because actually
Okay.
I abandoned my car outside.
yeah.
so-
Rich Morikawa turned 51 last weekend. We're pleased to report that he is fat, follically challenged, and deep in the throes of a midlife crisis. Good times. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a pro. Look it up in the book. If they were all in front of me, it'd be different. They're not. That's the way that
That's
works.
good stuff,
Anyway.
though. I liked it.
John Hickey says happy birthday to his brother-in-law, Alex. He's a nice hickey. Moving right along. Hi, fellas. Here's our first letter. Over the past year, my wife, Rebecca Boss, has gone from being the love of my life to becoming the mother of our son, Henry.
Nice.
Her birthday was yesterday, and I won't say her age, but I do know that next year she will no longer be considered a douchebag. That's wonderful. I'd ask for an impression, but if I can't win the Powerball, what chance do I have with the roulette-ish type slot machine? She would probably enjoy the birthday song, but I would rather hear Oscar read the lyrics to Bossa Nova Baby by Elvis Presley.
This is a great letter.
Thanks, and keep bringing the funny Jeremy Boss of Swedesburg, Iowa. Every day is a boss day at our house. Are we going to have
I
Oscar
handed
read
in the lyrics, and have the music, please.
Well, no, hello, the roulette machine has got to roll.
Oh, that's right. He gets the
Really?
same.
Really, for
So if
this?
we want to go through the exercise.
The worst casino ever.
This is
Are you
not
gonna
really
have
it's
to
not
press
like
things
we
away?
can do it.
Buttons,
It's not an impression, though, so therefore this is a violation. The wheel is for impressions. He just wants
right.
him to read.
Oh, he
we
just
can
wants
Okay.
spin
to
it.
Okay, no. I
Let's
stand
spin it.
corrected.
Let's spin
I
it.
stand
Let's spin it.
corrected.
The
Okay,
rules are in
all right.
place to make the game more fun.
I thought
Hold on.
my
Let's play.
Elvis-
Are you spinning the wheel?
Are we going to spin it or not?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to spin
God's
it because
sake.
Oscar wanted it, and we have to do it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Empty.
Dead Elvis. Dead
Empty.
Elvis. Dead
Empty.
Elvis.
I'm sorry. No, it's empty. He can't do it. I control it. I control it. He can't do it. He's not allowed to do it. Sorry, Rob. I know that drives you. That's
After
like
my
a massive
drive
amount
this
of work
morning,
to Rob.
after the drive I did this morning. Well, that's
I'm
just
sorry.
great.
I'm so sorry. But that was part of the joy for me.
Part of it?
Sorry.
That was
No,
it, man.
come on.
That was it. That's the whole damn
Hey, you
ball
know
of
what?
wax. No.
Hey,
no.
you're not like that other guy, right? You're not
That's
like
right.
that other guy.
That's
okay?
right. You're right.
If it was, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Well, Mike, I see. I've
done
already
that.
If I
forgotten
wrote it, I gotta read it.
That's good.
We're all on the same page. Foolish of me to think Oscar wasn't tapping in on that one too. Very good.
And Mike, as
I'm
far
so
as you know,
sorry.
I'll be in on Monday too, so it's fine.
Dear Mike, Rob, and Oscar, I have been a fan since the Don and Mike days when I would listen during driver's ed lessons, which caused me to veer off the road with laughter. Your comedic greatness makes every day better. That's wonderful. I will be turning 34 years old tomorrow. If Mike is up to it, could he do an impression of Cesar Romero? Your fan, Nick Peterson. Well,
Okay,
let's
well, that's
whip it
a
out
spin.
again. Let's see what happens, okay? Pencil mustache, pencil mustache, pencil mustache!
Hey, that's a winner.
Batman, I'm Cesar Romero. How are you today? Understand that the D.C. area is getting a great deal of snow. I'm the best Joker. Hey, host. There he goes. Interesting. Next
Oh, I
letter
love
says,
that.
hey, guys, tomorrow I will be turning 35, smack in the middle of my douchebag 30s. If Mike is up to it and the Thursday birthday slot machine of joy is favorable, would he talk up Orleans, still the one? Mike is so brilliant talking up records. Don is more brilliant. I have to say that. It would make me so happy to hear it. Thank you so much for the wonderful show you all do, as well as Cake and Cookies. Love it. The Tony Perkins Show, Robin Joe, and Oscar's Big O and Dukes.
Big fan.
Thanks again, and take care.
sweet.
Elizabeth McSwain from Olney, Maryland, a new bonus show subscriber. I'll have plenty of shows to listen to while watching the snow fall. That was a long letter. So what does she really want me to do?
She wants you to
me
talk up still the one. Now I'm fuzzy on the
For her.
rules now. Yeah, do we pull the slot machine for talking up records or not?
I think the song
I think
is
we
just for
I think we
impressions,
pull
right?
it. I think we pull it for everything.
All right, well let's.
Yeah, you know, any requests.
All right, come on over here and pull
Here we
it.
go. All right. Cart machine. Cart machine. Cart machine. She
Hey,
gets to do
and it's
it.
a
That's
progressive.
fantastic.
It's a progressive.
It's a progressive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Only
That's
Maryland.
All right,
That's special.
here we go, Mike. Coming out of the top of the hour.
Okay. Thanks so much. A quarter past the hour of 11 o'clock on a beautiful Thursday. Hey, DC, it's bread, it's milk, it's toilet paper, it's Armageddon, it's Storm Jonas, and you are summarily effed. Thank you.
Oh, that's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Oh, there's
Thank you,
nothing
thank
better
you.
than that.
Thank you very much. All right, moving right along. Hey, boys and interns, I finally signed up for a yearly subscription to the bonus show after being an a la carte purchaser via iTunes. I appreciate the funny and sophomoric humor you guys bring to the bonus shows. There is nothing quite like trying to stifle a laugh as Rob describes the toilet issues the Nazi Navy encountered during World War II. I'm stifling a laugh now, hearing it. While bottle feeding my infant son at 3:30 in the morning. Thanks for always bringing the funny. Ciao, bitches. To Paul Arcee. All right, that's fantastic. A great name and a great cola.
Hey.
Hey, guys, I work for Up. I just said I work for Ups. I swear to God, I'm such an
Ups is
idiot. I work for UPS, and I listen to the show every day. My birthday was on January 4th. Is it possible for Oscar to wish me some happy birthday greetings in Spanish? You see, his Spanish is not very good, and that's why it's
true.
funny. So,
What's
do
the
we
name?
now? Are we spinning for everything?
I don't think we have to spin. I have no.
Hey, pick a side and stick to
We
it.
spin for impressions.
Well, those are three sombreros that I'm looking at on that
Oh
machine.
my God!
Oh, it's a winner.
We're going out of business.
Let's
Who's the name? What's
put on the
name?
sombrero music.
Kenneth? What's the name?
Roy Delgado.
Roy. Oh, Hoy. Hoy Delgado. Feliz cumpleaños, mi amigo. Ciao, ciao.
Hey, Delgado.
Oh, or something.
Hoy.
Delgado.
Or something.
Hey, Roy! Roy Delgado! Anyway, moving right along. Good morning, gentlemen. I have a birthday this Saturday. I was wondering if Mike could make my birthday weekend even better by having the Jamaican jerk wish me a happy 31st birthday. Thank you for what you do. Blah, blah, blah,
Wasn't
blah,
Jimmy
blah.
Cerrito
Amazon.
the impetus of all this?
That's it. Oh, look at that. It's three Jamaican
Wegmans.
jerks.
That's great, isn't
pretty
it?
This is for Daniel Medina. Let's bring him in
Hacky
right
sacks.
Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, you bunch of idiots. Can't handle the snow, man. That's right, 1 inch. Such a bunch of pussies, man. You don't got no chance of driving through your snow. And hey, how about all the bread, milk, and toilet paper, man? You got to clean off the shelves, even though you don't need it, man. That's right. DC, you're so clueless. You don't know what's going on, man. You're just a bunch of incompetent government workers, man. Ta-ta.
He really is a jerk.
Yeah.
So
Jamaican
jerky.
jerk, ladies and gentlemen.
jerk.
Yeah, what a jerk he is. Hello, TMOS gang. My name is Rocky Patel. Rocky Patel. And I
Great
turned
name.
43 yesterday. Mike, I've been listening to you since the late 80s when you were on WAVA in the mornings. You still know how to bring the funny. Listening to the podcast makes my daily commute on the sucky DC Metro 100 times better. People probably think that I'm some crazy Indian lady since I'm always laughing out loud, just in case you were wondering. Dots, not feathers. Could you please pull the lever on the birthday slot?
Yeah.
For me, I'd love a birthday greeting from the creepy salad fingers dude.
Boo.
My husband and I can't get enough of him. I know we're weird. Thank you for always brightening my day. Love, Rocky. It seems to be, we're putting the house out of business today. There's just no doubt. There he is. Green, green, green. It's 3 greens. There it is.
Whoa.
That's amazing. That is truly, truly
Some loose
amazing.
machines.
Yep.
Oh, not okay.
Hello, Rocky, Papa,
Ew.
on your morning commute. Do you have any rusty spoons?
Go away.
Hold on. I'm going to prick my finger.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh.
it went right through the nail. Feels so good.
Stop it.
Bye, Rocky Patel.
There it is. All right, thank you. Oops, let me turn that back down. Thank you. Another letter. We're nearing the finish line here today, fellas. My husband, Steve Zank, is a huge fan and has a major man crush on everyone on the show. He's also turning 49 this Friday. Can you do me a huge favor and mention Steve's birthday? I know he would wet himself just a little if you did.
Oh, dear.
Oh, goody. Thank you so much, and thank you for this awesome entertainment destination that Steve ventures to every day. Thanks from Hillary Zank. I love the Zanks from Green Bay. Sorry about the Aaron Rodgers. Well, not sorry about that Hail Mary pass, but sorry that Arizona had to come
Sorry,
back
not
with
sorry.
Yeah.
the DJ, Carson Palmer. Always sounds like a DJ name. Green Bay, Wisconsin. So let me just say to Steve Zank, whenever you're in the D.C. area, make sure when you're driving down to the Bay Bridge, you stop by the Whitehall Inn and pop in for a couple of Whitehall's famous fruit fritters. Thank you.
Nice.
And finally, a letter from Matthew. And here's what he writes. It's a big birthday for Mother Bloom. Glenda is turning 30 for a second time. Oh, I get it. And would love to take her chances at the fabulous Mike O'Mara Show Impressionist Kino Screen.
Oh, God.
In the hopes of winning a birthday greeting from Bruce Dern or James Garner, whoever they are. Okay, so it's either Bruce Dern or James Garner. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Bruce Dern, Bruce Dern, Bruce Dern. If you just got Pony, you know me well. I could not have done the James Garner. I wouldn't have done it. But when you saw Bruce Dern, it's like.
Well, I guess Mr. Bloom's taking kind of a real interest in Mama for the big 60th birthday, isn't he?
Sure. Yeah.
Very
Hey,
good.
Bruce.
What are you and Glenda planning? A weekend of maybe some cheap wine and cigarettes? Guess you're not going to respond, but Glenda, I'll be over shortly, and make sure you check out The Hateful Eight. I play a Confederate general.
Yeah.
So what do you think of that? Isn't that special? How you doing, Rob? I'll say that burnt rust orange is your color.
You know what, Bruce? They're very close. A boy and his mother. Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's make sure they don't breed, okay, Mr. Sunshine?
Oh, F you all.
Terribly sorry.
Screw
Start
you,
the
Bruce.
show.
Okay.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
4 pounds. 4 pounds. 2 pounds wasn't bad enough. We're talking 300 boxes of sinus pills. There ain't that many Smurfs in the world.
We're not going to need pseudoephedrine. We're going to make phenylacetone in a tube furnace. Then we're going to use reductive amination to yield methamphetamine, 4 pounds.
So no pseudo.
No pseudo.
So you do have a plan. Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science. What's this?
That is a shopping list. Getting some of those items may be challenging.
1 auto transformer, 6 liters, and hydrous methamine, 235 M&M tube furnaces.
It's millimeter.
40 grams thorium nitrate. Yo, Mr. White, I can't even pronounce half this shit. No, you know what? Count me out. All right, I'm leaving town. I'm moving to like Oregon or something. This is
Jesse, listen to me. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
What are you doing?
This is the first day of the rest of your life, but what kind of life will it be, huh? Will it be a life of fear, of, oh, no, I can't do this, of never once believing in yourself?
I don't know.
Listen, these things, we need them, and only you can get them for us.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
Let me double check with you guys. Are we okay with Mr. Bell? Are we going to be okay
I
with that?
believe so. I've already
Okay.
sent him a text that we're a couple minutes late, so I think we're okay.
Okay, very good. Coming to you live from the Cappy Pfeiffer studio in the heart of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is the Mike O'Mara Show on the air and online worldwide. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet because they get it. And if you're here, you do too. Have you all been good little squirrels? Because if you were good little squirrels and you were facing this incredible Armageddon blizzard that the D.C. area is going to thrust upon us, I will tell you, you would have stocked up already by going to nuts.com. But I will
Yes.
tell you this,
Oh, yes.
that if you have not been good little squirrels and you have not gone to nuts.com, you may be out in the cold. Literally. Okay? It's the simple and convenient way, nuts.com, to have nutritious, delicious, healthy nuts and the best you can buy delivered straight to your door. Since 1929, they're family owned. They have the best quality of anything you will ever eat. Whether you want stuff that's organic, gluten-free, with or without salt, sugar-free, it's nuts.com. And if you had a closet full, a pantry, if you will, full of nuts.com food, you truly would be all set for the storm.
All
Just
ready
my
to go.
opinion.
Absolutely.
Nuts.com. Big, salty, sweet, whatever kind you like to munch on. Let them take care of you and your taste buds. Right now, new customers get to choose 4 free samples when you go to nuts.com and enter the code TMOS. That, my friends, is a $15 value. That's nuts.com and the code TMOS for 4 free samples with your order. Just go to nuts.com for full details. Nuts.com and TMOS, the perfect pair. Let's get Chuck Bell from NBC4.
WRC,
local,
Mike, on your side? No, that's 7.
No, come on. What are you doing?
It's just a joke.
What's it called? You live there. What is the name of the TV station?
It's WRC.
What do they refer
Channel
to?
4.
WRC.
News 4.
It's WRC.
Yes.
Chuck, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Chuck Bell, ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you
from
so
Channel
much,
4. Chuck, I know you're extraordinarily busy, and we're about 15 minutes late, so you tell us if we have to duck out. If you have to duck out, we'll understand. Chuck, what's the very latest? How much are we going to get in the D.C. area?
Well, as always is the case, it's going to depend a little bit on where you live. Everybody is going to have a huge wallop of snow out of this storm. There's almost, and I never say never to Mother Nature, of course, but there's almost no chance of a miss with this particular storm. We still have to work out some of the details. The closer the actual low comes to the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, the farther north and west the rain snow line will go. So, and the farther away from the coast it stays, the more snow we're going to get to keep. So that's the real wild card in all this, is how close to the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay does the actual center of the low come.
All right,
know
let me
that
let me
until we get a little
rephrase
bit
that
closer.
for Chuck right now. Let me tell our listeners right now. He's on the line, and I'll just rephrase it for you.
Please.
Chuck Bell is on our air right now, predicting 11 feet of snow.
Oh, my God.
Mike, he guaranteed it. He guaranteed
11
it.
feet of snow. No other meteorologist has done that. Chuck Bell is saying 11 feet. 11 feet.
That's a lot.
That's not paralysis. That's going to be. You're never
I
going.
think
You might not ever get out of your home again. That's the way that's going to work. No,
You may have,
Chuck.
I think you're rounding. You tend to round up. is all I'll say.
But there is
it
the
looks- it
potential
looks like a
of this
good bet.
being. There's a potential of this being an historic storm, correct?
Absolutely right. The all-time record for snow in Washington is 28 inches. It dates back 94 years to the Knickerbocker storm, which is named after the collapse of the Knickerbocker Theater in downtown Baltimore. So, and that unfortunately killed quite a few people.
It was
So
downtown
that's-
D.C., wasn't it?
98 people. Yeah.
Well, it was the same storm.
Okay.
It was the same storm, and so that's why it's called the Knickerbocker storm. The last time we had a really huge event like this was probably the President's Day snowstorm of 1979, and of course, don't forget Snowpocalypse back in February of 2010. Those were both 18 to 19-inch snow events. This at National Airport. This one will absolutely be in the ballpark. Whether it's 17 or 19 inches, we don't have that kind of resolution right now to say. But I would say plan on 18 inches at National Airport. That'll be a top 2 or 3 finisher.
Wow.
And I would plan for 28 inches or more from Dulles Airport westbound to the Blue Ridge.
Oh, my God.
So
Hi, Rob.
This
How you
is going
doing?
to be a lot of snow.
Yeah, that's really good news, Chuck. I live in Leesburg in a townhouse, and I remember in 2010 the big issue was because of the lack of land that I have, we ran out of places to put the snow. I mean, we literally couldn't move it out of the way. Do you think the kids will go to school next week at all?
Yes.
Okay.
On Friday.
That's good enough. That is good
may
enough
be
for
a
me.
while.
That is now, Chuck. Your own personal schedule. How long will you be at work? You'll be going to
Go
work.
time.
Are you going home anytime soon?
Well, I was very excited back in August. Tom Kirine, my colleague, and I, we traded schedules. So I got my weekends off back in August. After working weekends for 6.5 years, I finally got my weekends off. Now I'll be working this weekend. So much for that plan. The weekend I want off the most is the one that I can go out and play in the snow in. But so my day is typically like this morning. I was at work just before 2 in the morning and left there just before 11 this morning. And it'll be the same thing again for tomorrow ahead of the snow. Saturday and Sunday mornings, we don't go on quite as early because it's just not the same kind of a schedule. So we'll go on the air at 5:30 Saturday and Sunday morning. So I'll get to work about, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'll probably be there until noon or 2 o'clock, something like that, both Saturday and Sunday. And then, of course, I don't get Monday, Friday off, so I'll just go right back in and I'll have what'll end up being a 12-day stretch.
Chuck, NBC is my source for news. I always watch you every morning, and I have to know, you love it. I mean, you love when the snow comes. What you're talking about a really, really bad schedule for the next 96 hours work-wise, but is there a small part of you that really, really digs it?
Oh, it's not a small part. It's every part of me loves it.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, working on days like that, even though I would obviously rather be out playing in the snow, I'll get my time because, I'll be home by, 1 o'clock or maybe 2 in the afternoon. So I'll have a good 3 or 4 hours of daylight to go out and play in the snow and the wind and take the dogs out. And I will tell you, as someone who's lived in downtown Washington now for the last 12 years, on days when there's heavy snow, because I always end up on the morning shift and I can get home at, 1 or 2 in the afternoon. When it is snowing hard and no one's going anywhere or doing anything, downtown Washington is the most beautiful, most peaceful place in the universe to watch snow pile up because no one's out. There's no buses. There's no sirens and fire trucks and all this other craziness. There's no one on the road, and all you can do is hear the snowfall.
It's like a time machine.
It's such a beautiful city anyway that to watch snowfall on the Mall or on the Capitol or at the Supreme Court steps or the Lincoln Memorial, it doesn't matter where you are. It's just made for picture taking. So
Beautiful place.
and playing around
absolutely.
in the snow. It's just
Beautiful
wonderful.
place.
So I will
Unless,
be
of course,
totally
you have
excited.
a major medical emergency.
Well, now that being said,
yes.
take it easy. take it easy, everybody, on the snow shoveling.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. Be
You know,
careful. Yep.
people always, and it's not really a joke at all to say it's heart attack snow. We'll wait and see what the ratios of water to snow are. On average, 1 inch of rain fluffs up to be about 10 inches of snow. So that's a 10-to-1 ratio, and that's on average what we predict. The reason that we should do a little bit more snowfall west of Dulles out to the airport, and west of the airport to the Blue Ridge and the Shenandoah, is because the air will be colder and longer, and as a result, the colder the air is, the more fluffy essentially you can make the snow. So the snow ratio in Winchester might be 15-to-1.
Oh, wow.
And the snow ratio in Washington might only be 10-to-1, and the snow ratio down into St. Mary's County might only be 5 or 6-to-1. So that's really the difference in snow amounts around here, is how warm do you get? And the warmer you are, the closer you get to the 32-degree mark, the heavier and wetter the snow becomes. So as a result, it doesn't fluff up as much.
And
So
that's
west
the snow
of
you have
Dulles
to be
Airport,
careful
where
with
there'll
when you're
be,
shoveling and doing all that.
well, absolutely. You don't want to.
Well,
and 20
of
inches
course.
or more of snow is going to be a lot. So take it easy.
Okay.
Better to get out there and do a little bit at a time, even though people don't like to be out in the snow shoveling and still watching it re-snow. But honestly, do it in little bits, either
Smart.
or
It
pay
is.
somebody else to do it.
Yeah, I'm
All
sort
right,
of a
well, that's
trendsetter. I like to have my heart attack without shoveling snow.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hey,
Absolutely.
Years of
guess
good
what?
eating.
You're right on target, Skippy.
Thanks,
Okay,
buddy.
that's
Appreciate
good.
it. Be sure to
all right,
fluff me up, Mike.
Chuck Bell, thank you so very much for being generous with your time and talking to us when you guys are so busy. And we will all be keeping track of the storm, the Storm Jonas, as it comes up the East Coast. And, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, Chuck.
My pleasure. We'll have all the updates you need on Channel 4, and of course our news partner radio is WTOP. So give them a good solid listen when your show isn't on the air, and just be safe, everybody. If you have travel plans on Saturday or Sunday, go ahead and cancel them now.
Yeah,
if you've got a
Oscar.
flight, try and fly out if you're either tomorrow or rebook it for Monday, because Saturday and Sunday are not going to be the days to try and get anywhere around here.
Done and
There
done.
you go.
All right, thank you,
Oscar's
Chuck.
planning a trip up to Sun. Thanks, Chuck.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye now.
That's
Have a
Chuck
good weekend,
Bell.
everybody. Love the snow.
Ciao, ciao.
That's Chuck Bell from Channel 4, and you got your very latest. And yeah, he's excited. And
I
he's
like
kinda,
that he likes to walk around the city.
He has a
I
good
like that.
point. He has a good point.
He's
It is a
great
beautiful city.
meteorologist. He's a great scientist, and that's why I started to drift off halfway through this. All right. Anyway,
Mike had
we
his
will
own
take a
4-foot
break.
drips in his head.
I was having my own
was
fourth foot
really
trips,
cool.
but he started doing the whole ratio thing. I'm like, okay, good.
Math.
All right,
Poor
anyway.
Horatio.
Fantastic.
How dare
Let's
he.
take a break, and when we come back, I will tell you. I told you I had a medical thing I was dealing with. You'll laugh, you'll cry. I promise you. It's okay. Everything's fine now. Now I can talk about it, which is the best part. When we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hi, I'm Rob,
And I'm Katie.
and this is the Cake and Cookie Show. And you know what one of my favorite things about the Cake and Cookie Show is, Katie?
I have no idea.
That sometimes you can just call out, and in the background we can hear your husband. Try.
Hey, Dan. Did you get cheese? He did.
Isn't that great?
I guess so.
It's Cake and Cookies, and you can check it out on iTunes or the Mike O'Mara Show app. Remember, Dan has cheese.
Cake and Cookies, the podcast that has nothing to do with cake or cookies.
Now that's a promo.
It's Rob and Katie.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. In just a second, when we get out of here today, I'm going to go out to my patio and arrange the wine glasses.
Nice.
Because this evening, my lovely bride and I will be enjoying some of our Club W wine. Let me tell you about Club W. If we haven't made it clear enough, I want you to understand this is one of the great pleasures in life. One of the great tragedies in life is when you don't have the wine in the house. Well, Club W allows you to never have to worry about being wine-free again. Club W is the revolutionary new wine club that sends wine directly to your door. Got my 3. Haven't tapped them yet, but I'm sure looking forward to it. Not only do they send you wine, they send you wine that you will absolutely love, because here's what they do. They have a 6-question palate profile quiz where they ask you all about what you like in your wine. Club W will make sure that every bottle you receive will be tailored to your taste. Whether it's a white, whether it's a red, they will make sure you're going to love it. You don't need to be an expert. Club W knows you'll enjoy every bottle they send. They even offer a no-risk guarantee that you'll love. Anybody that likes wine, you know you've been there where you haven't gotten the right bottle, and it's a bummer.
It sucks.
Club W takes all the guesswork out of it, and they work directly with the vineyards to cut out the middleman, and that saves you money, people. Right now, Club W is offering our listeners 50% off their first order when they go to clubw.com/TMOS. Don't ever come home to a wine-free house again. Just go to clubw.com/TMOS to get 50%. You heard me correctly.
Wow.
50% off your first order. That's clubw.com/TMOS. And send me a picture of the wine you get. I'd love to compare what I'm drinking to what you're drinking. I would love to do that. So send that to me on Facebook, or you can go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and do it there as well. So thank you very, very much, everybody. Hey, let's listen to my dog. Hey, Frankie. Frankie, you want to have a microwave visit today?
Oh, no.
No, I wouldn't
Hey,
do
will
that.
you be toasting something special tonight?
Yeah, well,
well,
now, look, it's not as big a deal as I
Sourdough.
probably make it out to be. But I've been telling the guys for a long time that I had a medical thing I had to deal with. And this is going to be a little strange to discuss because
I think we all know what you're going through, Mike.
Well, what I was going through this week, when they say you had a week?
Yeah.
I've had a week.
Yeah.
I've had a bit of a week.
Yeah.
I've had just a bit of a week. But my mom's had a tougher week, so I'm fine with that.
Right.
And the fact is that about 2 months ago, I was
Stealing your
feeling
thunder. It's been going on forever.
dare she.
I know it, man.
No, she didn't steal any thunder at all. And I was feeling and felt a little difference between my left side and my right side, almost as though I was the tissue or the way I was feeling was thicker. It was kind of like, and I don't know, I say, I'm not getting fatter under my arm and around my boob, but it felt like I was swollen in that area, and it was weird. And I thought maybe it's because I'm playing golf, but it kept going and it kept going. And then I decided, well, enough of this. I'm going to go to the doctor and just see what the hell's going on with
Yeah,
it.
smart.
And
Proactive.
so at that, so he calls me in and he does an exam on me, and he said, "Yeah, there's a difference. Do you have any history of breast cancer?" And I said,
"Oh my God!"
I said, "Well, yeah. On my father's side, my father's sister had some. Okay, we're gonna get you in." And the procedure that I went in for today, ladies and gentlemen, was a mammogram.
Hey,
that is
A mammogram. And I've been waiting. They delayed this not once, not twice, but 3 different times. And why are you shaking your head?
I just says as a man getting a mammogram.
maybe
As
Mike,
a man
let's
getting
call it a
Imagine
manogram.
A manogram.
Yes.
That's right.
Better.
This machine, this X-ray machine had a beard.
Can men get breast cancer?
Sure.
Yes, that is something that
Do
I
you have
will
to
enlighten
have
our
breasts
listening
to
audience.
have breast cancer?
We have breasts, Oscar. All
Yeah,
men
but
have breasts.
not
Let
that
me give you a little
big.
anatomy.
Well, some
lesson.
people are more blessed than others.
Oh.
Well, this was not in my boob, and the only time that I mentioned that word, the big casino, was mentioned, was when I went to the doctor. But to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't think it was that big a deal.
Okay.
And as time passed, and I got this delayed and delayed and delayed, I began to, I think, feel like there was something going on when there wasn't. I think it was, I don't know how psychosomatic it was, but the fact is, then suddenly this whole issue with my mom came up, and I knew about 3 weeks out that I had this appointment scheduled for this morning. And when the thing with my mom came up, the anxiety went away because I wasn't thinking about it. And the only time I began to think about it was this morning. And so I rolled in there at 8:45. We have a different taping schedule today with the guys helping me out, and you're going to get a great new show on Friday. So all that's going to be cool with the blizzard. Enjoy the Mike O'Mara show. But I was actually even holding it together pretty well prior to going in there, but it wasn't like when a woman goes in for a routine exam. This was
It's not a standard thing for a guy.
I
yeah.
was sent in by the doctor to get this checked out, and I'd never been through it. I'll tell you one thing. You begin to understand what ladies go through with this little thing where they mash their boob in this little pancake maker, this little waffle maker that you have to do that. And they were not going to just do that. They were going to do that on both sides, and then they were going to give me an ultrasound in the whole area to check it out. And here's the great thing about having any of these procedures done. When you have these procedures done, you have 2 levels to this. In some cases, 3. The levels are technologist who works on the actual procedure and doing it, and doesn't really have any training to tell you anything that's going on.
Yeah,
they know how to take the pictures, but they're not allowed, probably by law, to really let you know what's going on.
Does the technologist responsible for squirting the goo on your boob?
There was no goo squirted on my boob. That was done under my arm when I did the other procedure today.
Well, now it's a lot less sexy, but
I go in and it's January in South Florida. And so you might as well, at a radiology center, be walking into a fucking Disneyland ride. That is the volume of human beings limping, sliding, crawling, wheeling into the radiology.
People
that, you know, and to be perfectly honest, I'm 2 days out of that. The other day, I told you about the taking my mom to this thing, and I'm up there, and how are you? And they're saying I'm fine, and I'm not burdening anybody until somebody put a hammer on me and let me know, and then I didn't know even how I was going to play it.
Sure,
but I'll be honest with you, because it was a mammogram, because I was having a lady's breast exam, I was dying to tell you guys.
Yeah,
but
I bet
I didn't want to tell anybody anything, and the fact is, they bring you in. And they mash your little boobs under the thing. Women who have had this procedure know what I'm talking about. I knew because we had a man in my hometown who got breast cancer that men can get breast cancer. It can happen.
I didn't know that.
And I didn't, but I was familiar with that. In fact, my doctor said, "Are you aware that men can have this too?" I said, "Yeah, I am aware of that." Well, we're going to get you the full workup, and then because I didn't think that there was urgency, I was okay with the delay of the first appointment, then the second one, and then I finally got the third one. So I go in there, and they mash it in there, and then when they're done, the lady that was giving the exam was following another lady around who was training her, and she was experienced in giving mammograms, but she was new to this particular facility.
Okay.
So it was like when you have the waitress come to your table and they've got the other person who's the trainee,
Shadowing.
and they're both kind of following each other. And I kept watching them because I was watching them like hawks. They get done, they mash one in there, and they do the little picture, and they said, now turn it to the side. Now we're going to mash it again. Okay, now turn that to the side. We're going to mash that one. And they mash and mash and mash, and it's pretty quick and relatively painless, except when they jam your boob and then squeeze it down on the little machine. And fortunately, at my current weight, although I have dropped 40 pounds, I still have plenty of boobage to squeeze into the little machine.
That's good news for everybody.
So,
Can
I
we
will
see
take a
any of
break.
these pictures online?
Yeah, sure, Rob. I'll get them right up on the website.
Not safe for work.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Not safe for work. NSFW, everybody. We'll take a break, and I'll come back and tell you about the rest of this delightful little saga. You're listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. We'll be right back.
You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price.
There's no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that the American public is angry, and I've been talking about trying to get my head around politics and all this fun for a long time. Esquire is one of my favorite magazines, and I'm reading all about why we're angry, and they actually break it out statistically in Esquire this month, and I read it on Texture because Texture is easily the best way to get all of my magazines. I love it. You can get fit with Men's Health. You can fix your wardrobe with Esquire, as well as read about hatred in America, which was fantastic.
Yes.
Texture is still the best way to read all of your favorite magazines anytime, anywhere, because you can read them on your phone or your tablet. And I have become addicted to Texture because Texture, in my humble opinion, is completely a better vehicle to read this content.
Oh, it's
'cause you get
ideal.
so much more
It
of it.
is
I mean,
ideal.
I'm talking, Vanity Fair, People, Us Weekly, Rolling Stone, all of it. Better yet, Texture's curated collection lets me focus on my favorite topics. They organize it for me. Sign up today for instant insider access to the best reads and premium content. It's super easy to use, too. You click the headlines and Texture takes you instantly to the article. Stop wasting time, wasting paper, wasting money. Get Texture today. The best part, they're offering a free trial at Texture right now when you go to texture.com/TMOS. Think about it. Full access to the world's best magazines, from back issues to the ones on the newsstand today. Take advantage of this offer right now and better yourself with some serious magazine know-how. Try Texture for free right now at texture.com/TMOS, and thank you.
It's great stuff. Love it.
Oscar, are you going to do what Chuck Bell suggested and
rebook
your flight out to Sundance?
So
I'm just curious.
I've looked into that already. There's a flight that goes out at 4:45 direct on Monday.
Yeah.
So we're looking into switching the flight. That's it.
AM or PM?
Okay. In the PM.
Okay, good.
So
did you insure your flight so you don't have to play the massive fee to switch?
it's a free to switch. So
It's free to Southwest?
Switch, yeah. No, we're going Delta.
Ah, yes.
So I didn't know.
Delta.
I was
Good luck
waiting-
with that.
No more Delta. No more Delta.
Oscar Santana will be broadcasting live from Sundance, Colorado next week, and I'm excited to hear about that. You're out there with the Moors. It's a couples vacay.
Yes,
right? Is that what it is?
multiple
I
couples.
thought you meant the Spanish monks, Mike. Moors. The Moors. He's out
Moors.
there with Othello hanging out.
Who's the couple besides old Todd Moore?
It's a handful of their friends. This is the first time we're gonna really meet some of them, and they're coming in from around the
Potential
country.
for fun.
Yeah.
Potential
Yes.
for fun.
If you like genius billionaires, this is the place to be.
Yes.
I almost bagged the entire trip when I saw the forecast, because if we weren't able to get another flight out that was convenient, it wouldn't be worth flying across the country for the actual trip, right?
But you know how neat it's going to be, Mike. When he steps off that plane, he's going to be surrounded by snow.
Are you going to Skype in? Are you going to call in on your other show as well?
Yeah, we're
going to
have the Tello set up, so we'll work it
okay,
out.
good. Just make sure. So it's like it's a staycation. It's
Staycation.
I look forward to
Staycation
connecting
for
with
us.
him for Tuesday's show, and we'll say, Oscar, how are things in Sundance? Well, it's amazing.
I'll have a final to write as well, Mike. So
Oh, yeah,
it
he'll be
should
writing a paper.
A lot of
that's
fun.
exciting. Okay, God, the man is nonstop. Enjoy. Try to enjoy
I will.
yourself. Okay,
I will.
Try to have fun out there.
Write a paper on Robert Redford.
Write a paper on male mammograms. How about that?
Even better.
Gynecomastia?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Gynecomastia.
Congratulations.
Gynecomastia?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, that's not cancer. That's just
No, I looked up.
What did it say about that? Just out of curiosity.
It said men who have a condition called gynecomastia. It's Gynecomastia.
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 He even spells in a way
What's
that
it
I
say
can't
about
understand.
that? Just out of
It
curiosity.
says maybe you've heard of people with a condition called "quote unquote" man boobs, but it's
Right.
usually these type of men who have to worry about male breast cancer because they have more breast tissue.
Oh, and
That's
where the-
probably me.
Yeah.
There was a little of that in there too because I had T's.
Sure.
I have that.
okay, it's
but it was.
okay.
Well, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But,
All
but,
right.
but so they get done doing this. The two frickin' frack, the Pigeon sisters that are doing this exam, and they say, "Okay, you can slip your shirt back on." And I say what I always say in that situation. I went, "You sure?" But anyway,
That's fun.
Your
so
call,
I-
baby.
I put the shirt. Your call. I know you got a long day ahead of you. I could leave it off. If you want. So I put the shirt back.
Who do you trust in that room? Is it the girl?
Both of them.
Both of them. Okay.
100% equal. It's
Okay.
exactly what she said it was. That
Okay.
she's absolutely an experienced technician, and
Okay.
she is working only with this person because I think it's a formality. So I think they're both equally competent, and one's just a little younger than the other one. And they say they get done doing it. Say, okay, slip your back shirt on. We're gonna go talk to the radiologist. You just stay right here, and that's it. And then they're out the door. Now I've not been through this before, but I don't get a. That's fine. Everything's
Are
okay.
you still
Probably
in the
nothing
room?
to worry about.
Are you still in the room?
I'm
that
in
has
the room with the titty machine.
Yeah, the panini maker.
Yeah.
Flag that, buddy.
I'm,
So, is there like?
I'm in the room with the
Panera.
panini with the panini maker.
So, is there like? Is it like many doctors' facilities where there's like a waiting room and then 8 rooms that they take you back to, and then they just keep going room to room to room to room.
Well, what I did was I sat back there until they came back, and then when they finally come back, and that's when the anxiety began to grow because I'm like, I've never been for one of these. I don't know why they're going to talk to the radiologist. They weren't really forthcoming, and then when they came back is when I couldn't deal with it anymore, and I said, is this SOP? Oh, yes, this is standard procedure. And then one of them says, I really don't think you're going to have anything to worry about.
That's fantastic.
She probably shouldn't have done that, but she gave me the solid to make me breathe. But I had another procedure to go to after that, which was the delightful armpit jelly under the armpit to do that.
Armpit jelly.
It was a moment where I allowed myself to breathe. And if you ladies have to go through this and then they have to go walk and see the radiologist, there's that little bit of time where you don't know what the hell's going on. And I've got family members that have dealt with this disease. Everybody's got family members that have dealt with this disease.
The thing about it is that
scary.
It is, I guess, to draw a sloppy parallel, it's kind of like getting a colonoscopy when you're a guy. It's something that's required and you do it. You go in and you don't have much to worry about it because it's just what you do. But you were sent to get a mammogram because
so
things
I'm
are
freaking
pointing,
out.
and you should freak out because
and I
the
would
symptoms
have
are pointing in
moments,
that way.
I hated telling you guys, and you know the way I talk about it. I'm usually pretty upfront about what I'm having done. And I was telling you guys I've got a procedure because I didn't know what the hell to say. I didn't have a physical. And I was there were moments when I would allow myself to worry about it. But then the whole thing with my mom came up. This week was
it's a tough week, man.
It just was weird.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff going on. And so they leave, and then they came back. And so I allowed myself to breathe. Then I got to go into another room, and the coffee room. And wait for the radiologist.
You are the one person in Florida over the age of 10 who doesn't drink coffee. And they
I
put
know.
you in the coffee room.
And then the lady says to me, now you're scheduled for your ultrasound at 10:30. And she starts to turn. I go, excuse me? Excuse you. No. The only thing I had a lengthy discussion with the other lady on the phone was that I can't really do that. They were going to move it. Oh, let me look. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Well, there's only one person in front of you. This is about 9:30 at this point. There's only one person. There's only one person in front of you, and you should get in fairly soon after that. I don't think it's going to be a problem. But there's no definitive word on that.
Of course
and here
not.
I am, not knowing what's going on. But my relief, at least momentary relief, resulted in me kind of starting to go back to the work mode and think about you guys and coming back in and joining you guys. So finally, it was really quick. We go in and it's time for the armpit. And she asked me 20 questions about what's happening, how long it's lasting and stuff. I said, okay, we're going to look. And then it was really, really quick. Like they put the goo under the arm. It was like deep picture, deep picture, deep, and it was so quick that I allowed myself to be a little more relieved.
Sure.
But then it's the waiting game again, and I have to wait 15, 20 minutes. There's just the ultimate thing is you're getting all this crap done, and then there's the grand poobah. And I've had procedures done where the grand poobah doesn't even talk to you. You have to wait till the next time you have an appointment to talk to a doctor.
Follow up.
I knew going in that I was going to see a radiologist, and he was going to give me the thing. And I walk back in finally, and he's got an accent, and he looks like
Indian,
a little bit like
Spanish,
Italian, Irish,
Asian.
You know
South
what?
African.
Impossible
Baltimore.
for me.
Dot, feather.
Impossible for me to really tell. Older, white-haired Danny DeVito lookalike.
Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't a Baltimore accent?
Hey there, hon.
It was not Baltimore. Hello, how are you? He goes.
Look at your boobs.
And I sit down, and suddenly my heart rate is up in my throat again.
Of course,
because you're being called back. And we get to the door, and he's talking into like a dictaphone type of thing. He's going, "Hey, the left breast is the Bailey's or of us in here. We're going that." And I'm sitting there going, and the lady who's escorting me, Nursey Wonder, puts her hand up, and I'm standing at the door while he's going, "That's the way the Michael Mara Show bonus package is going to." And so he stops at the door, and then finally goes, "Yes, come in." And immediately he didn't waste time. He went, "Good news. I don't see any abnormalities in either of your scans.
Good.
And you have a little, perhaps a little pocket of the gynecomastia or whatever that thing is that you might want to be. You ask your doctor about it. It could be hormonal. It could be liver.
Mike, don't
But
worry about it. Liver
he
problems
sent me
really
away.
only for heavy drinkers.
It was less than 1 minute. It was less than 60 seconds.
Fantastic.
I was out the door, and I'm trying to think. Let me see. Well, I should probably. I'll use your music, Rob, because I walked out the door, and it was just like, well, hi everybody, Carla, how you doing? I'm gonna live. I don't have cancer. I don't have the big casino. I'm happy. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. Hi everybody. Hey Carla, let's go out tonight. All right, come on. Yes, sir. It's gonna be a fantastic time. Isn't this great? Yeah. And it was just this between this procedure and my mom's thing.
Yes.
If anybody had seen me, I looked like an idiot. You know me. What's my mantra? My mantra is don't get happy.
Yeah.
And I am sitting there just allowing myself a minute of pure, unadulterated joy
Of
for
course.
just a second, because I know that the SF that is my life is going to go back next week to something happening, and I just wanted to take the moment, and I walk in, and this is me, and Oscar more than anybody else will know this. He will enjoy this moment. I walk in, and Carla says, "That is such great news. And did you get the picture that I sent?" And I said, "No." She said, "I sent you a picture of a scratch-off lottery ticket, and we matched every number. I only opened one of the amounts, and I left the rest for you." And I'm like, this is the greatest day in the world. We're going to be millionaires. This is the greatest day in the world. She said, "You can scratch off all the numbers." And so I said, "Give me the quarter, give me the quarter, give me the quarter." And I scratched it all off, and we did win $80. F the lottery.
Wow. I'm trying to think of with your copays today if you even broke even.
Oh, I came up $40 short. Thank you very much. If you were talking about the total procedure, like 104 out of pocket for that little, panini machine. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you, Blue Cross and Blue Shield. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Hey, at least you can go now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Before you couldn't go.
But hey, overall, you know what? I put this in the category of a good day, but
That's
I
a
was
win.
just chomping. And then I came in, and I actually, you guys had me turned down when you were doing the Oscarazzi.
Yeah.
And because we taped Friday's show today because of the blizzard. Am I letting anybody know anything? By that? Is that,
Why
edit
do you
it
have
out.
to tell
Thank
everybody
you.
everything?
I tell everybody everything.
What is it going to snow?
Because I hate taping
No.
shows on a day that we're not going to do it.
No.
But anyway,
It's a great show. You're going to enjoy it.
All right. So anyway, the thing is,
Thanks.
I got a little happy today.
Well, you should. You know
should.
what? If you find out, you know what? Your new motto, Mike, won't be don't get happy. Your new motto will be don't get cancer. And if you don't get cancer, then you can get happy.
True.
No, it's just,
Words
I mean,
live by.
and I will be honest with you that yesterday I was on jet fumes like I've never been on fumes. I got in and did the show yesterday, getting off an airplane 15 minutes later,
Right.
coming in, doing the show, came out of this studio, and Carla was looking at me, and she was like, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know, Carl. I'm kind of run down, I'm just thinking about everything I've got to do, and I got to go into that procedure tomorrow, and I'm just thinking about my mom, and I just, it was all I could do, not to just like sit on the end of the bed and just go, like that. But I didn't. And
Consummate Pro, you know what? You did a great show yesterday. It did not show.
Well,
but I
but
know what
ultimately-
it's like, man. Sometimes it's like
there are
that.
people that have so many things that it makes you a more empathetic person, because there are people that have truly horrible things to deal with in life. And you know what? They're going back to those offices, and they're doing it all the time.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you know anybody that gets sick, prop them up, because I'll tell you, at the end of the day, and I've talked to people that have dealt with it, that have been ill, that have gotten cancer, that have survived cancer, that have dealt with these things, you're never overstepping by reaching out to help, by putting in a phone call, dropping somebody a note, giving somebody a meal, bringing a meal to a house, taking the kids for an afternoon, doing anything.
You
know
are
what I
so
mean?
100% right, Mike.
Isn't it true?
It is
I mean,
the
you
God's
really,
honest truth.
Because when you get out of there, man, it's like being shot out of a cannon. And all I did was have what amounted to a routine screening that men don't normally have.
I'll speak to that, and I'll say this, and I'll keep it brief. Don't ever think any gesture is too small. Don't ever think any gesture is unwelcome. The beautiful thing is when someone who is in that situation has the opportunity to say, thanks, no, I got this.
Yeah.
But let them, it can sometimes, the very general notion of, if you need anything, let me know. It's a nice thing to say, but it doesn't really mean as much as, can I come and get the kids for the afternoon?
Very cool.
Can I bring you a casserole? Something simple like that.
Cool.
Do something tangible, because it does mean the world. God trust.
You know, so it was an interesting morning, and now that's over.
I'm happy,
glad
man.
I got that off.
Yeah, good for you.
Worried.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no, what is it now?
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is, I'm not sure what route I was going to take either.
Yeah.
If there was bad news, I wasn't sure how I was going to play that.
Where is he going to move now?
That was.
Well, I hope whatever it is, I hope it has internet.
Oh, bite me, Sundance. Anyway,
we know
we'll
what'd be
take
really
a break.
bad is what if he got himself like an animatronic breast replacement that ran on Wi-Fi?
Now he would drain the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, turn off your boob, Mike.
We are live from Washington, D.C. and the Mayo Clinic. All right, very good. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need. This is the Mike Calvero Show.
Do you love your iPhone?
All right.
Do you love your iPhone? Do you love your Android?
Do you love your Nexus
Oh,
7?
God, yes.
Did you play Atari?
Did you program the TRS-80?
Are you going to Sundance?
We all do. And more importantly,
I might not
do you
be.
love entertainment?
Yes. And if you do all those and above, or whatever I'm trying to say, you should listen to Tech 411.
That's right, Tech 411 show with Oscar Santana and
Todd Moore.
Bring it.
That's right.
We're broadcasting.
Bring
For
it.
more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
We probably should do a show out there. We'll be in the same room.
No, well, you don't have Mac though.
Maybe it's no
Oh,
promo.
Mac. Mac, by the way, we
Yeah.
found another lie, Mike.
Yeah,
For
Mac
Mac.
Live.
Oh, really?
again.
Another lie.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Tune into
Okay.
tomorrow's show. We have it on tomorrow's
Very-
show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by a new sponsor of the Mike O'Mara Show, and one we are excited about. And we're excited about you helping us out with this particular new client because it's something we think you're going to get an awful lot of to help the Mike O'Mara Show. And Omaha Steaks. Oh, my God. I love Omaha Steaks. High quality, one-of-a-kind flavor. Had a couple of their fillets the other night, and they were absolutely outstanding. Going to eat the beef burgers tonight.
Yum.
Omaha Steaks has beef and bison from the Golden Plains, not to mention seafood, poultry, pork, veal, lamb, veggies, desserts, appetizers, pasta,
Everything.
soups, seasonings, sauces, more. You know you're going to love it because everything is backed by Omaha Steaks' 100% unconditional guarantee. Now, listen to this. It's real important because we need you to get on board for us. This is a new client. They're test driving us, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to do me a favor and check out this perfect package. Omaha Steaks has this great assortment for the big game. It's called the O'Mara Assortment. Sounds like it could be a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The O'Mara
It's a
Assortment.
caper
It is-
film, Mike.
I am not lying when I tell you this is one of the best deals we've ever offered. It is 76% off its normal price. The O'Mara Assortment has this. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to go through it quickly, but I got to tell you what's in there. 2 filet mignons, tender, delicious filet mignons, 2 bold beefy top sirloins, 2 moist savory boneless chicken chops. Pork chops, not chicken chops. Moist savory pork chops, 4 home-style chicken fried steaks, 15 giant all-beef Italian meatballs. It keeps going. Award-winning gourmet jumbo franks, crispy creamy potatoes au gratin, made from scratch caramel apple tartlets, an Omaha steak seasoning packet, and 4 free juicy premium Omaha Steaks burgers. Wow. I'm having 2 of those tonight. Listen, just for our listeners, this exclusive package is $49.99. I'm not kidding. $49.99. Get on your computer. Go to omahasteaks.com. Type in TMOS in the search bar, and it pops right up. Just add the O'Mara assortment to your cart. Again, that's omahasteaks.com, and enter TMOS in the search bar to get this great package for $49.99. Be ready for the big game with Omaha Steaks and the O'Mara assortment.
Yay!
Blood on it.
I do love the O'Mara assortment. I'm really excited about that. We're excited to have them as a
Good stuff.
sponsor on the Mike O'Mara Show. And now, without further ado, let's bring him in, everybody. We got it.
News.
Flying around here today.
Yeah.
Hey. While Sarah Palin was endorsing Donald Trump at a rally on Tuesday, she also had some trouble at home. Her 26-year-old son, Train.
No,
it's Track.
Track.
It's not Trip, it's not Train, it's Track,
Is
this
it,
one.
Is it Doug Track?
Yeah.
Jack
From
Tar.
the deck of the Jack Tar. Her 26-year-old son, Track, was arrested for domestic violence.
Oh, no.
Not okay,
Classic.
Oscar.
Not okay.
Track's girlfriend says he punched her, kicked her, threw her phone when she tried to call the cops, cocked an assault rifle,
Oh, my
and
God.
threatened to kill himself. He was arrested, and his blood alcohol level was over twice the legal limit. Sarah didn't go home to deal with it, but she did do another Trump rally yesterday and talked about Track's PTSD, a serious thing for vets in this country. She talked about it and how it's President Obama's fault. Here's her quote. My son, like so many others, they come back from serving in the military a bit different. They come back hardened. It's a shame that our military personnel even have to wonder if they're respected anymore. It starts from the top, our own president, where they have to look at him and wonder, do you know what we go through? It's now or never for the sake of America's finest that we'll have that commander-in-chief who will respect them and honor. I'm not going to say what I think about when you make a personal situation like that into a political situation.
Right.
You let the chips fall where you want them to. Spike Lee clarified his position on the Oscars yesterday on Good Morning America. He said, quote, here's the thing. I've never used the word boycott. All I said was my beautiful wife and I, Tanya, are not coming.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going. My wife's not going. Everyone else can do what they want to do. So where will Spike and his wife be on February 28th? At Madison Square Garden, watching the Knicks take on the Miami Heat. He's a massive Knicks fan. I know
there
that.
you go. Yeah.
He said they sold their tickets, but bought them back after they decided to skip the ceremony. So, that's the whole controversy about the Oscars not nominating enough African Americans. And I don't know whether that's going to get legs or not, but it is a fact that the members of the Academy are predominantly old and white. That's the way I heard it, and that's probably the way it is. Dr. Phil is being sued by a former employee who claims she was held against her will. Wow. While her boss tried to find out who leaked information to the media. Leah Rothman says last March she and 300 other employees were detained in a room together with security guards manning the doors because Dr. Phil wanted to catch the rat.
The rat.
They also had to give up their cell phones. Rothman claims Dr. Phil was reading off cue cards and saying things like, quote, if you F with me, I'll F with you.
You mean he did his, when he's yelling at his staff, he uses cue cards?
That's what they said.
That's
the
like
kicker
Bob
is that
Hope.
she learned, I want to tell you, she learned later on that Dr. Phil always knew who leaked the info. He was just trying to scare everyone else. Ooh, that's weird. She
Classic
tried
guy.
to talk to human resources about it, but they ignored her. She claims she was under so much emotional stress she had to quit several weeks later. She's suing Dr. Phil, his production company, and CBS. Hi there! For false imprisonment, emotional distress, whistleblower retaliation, and wrongful termination. There's no word how much money she wants. That's kind of weird if
That's
you
a
lock me
weird
in one
Nobody
room.
likes a quitter.
Keep me in this room until I'm done. You F with me. I'll F with you. Smell my seat. Anyway, a 29-year-old woman from L.A. named Dana Olson was supposed to get married in Seattle this past Saturday, but about 6 weeks ago, her fiancé got cold feet and ditched her, and it was too late to get the deposit back. So, instead of canceling the reception, she decided to throw a huge party for a homeless shelter called Mary's Place that's specifically for women and kids.
Oh,
and a group of
cool.
hairstylists and makeup artists agreed to help out, so all the women at the shelter got makeovers. Well, boy, what a saint. What a great way to deal with your adversity.
Awesome.
They then went to the reception venue with the kids for a huge dinner, and candles and flower arrangements were on every table, and the wedding band still showed up too. So there was a dance. They danced on the dance floor. Dana says she knew it was going to be a hard day for her, so she wanted to make sure someone else had a really good day.
That's
after,
awesome.
she
That's
got
awesome.
jilted.
Cool.
That's cool. I like that. When you see a guy with a long, scraggly beard, you assume there are all sorts of nasties trapped in there. So this is pretty shocking. A new study, found that men. I'm going to sneeze. I'm trying not to. I'm going to sneeze.
Get it out. Get it out.
I'm floating
Get it. Let it
I'm
go.
floating
So good.
Something got to play. A new study found that men with beards actually have less
Hi,
bacteria
this is
on
the
their
internet,
faces
Steve Mermelstein.
Steve and
than
his
men
beard.
who are clean shaven. In fact, guys without facial hair were 3 times more likely to have bacteria that could get them sick on their
Really?
faces.
Wow.
Face.
Hey, you
The
know what?
hair catch the bacteria?
I wanted to apologize for all the bacteria that I have on my face.
How's it possible? Here are the theories. The theories, Oscar, are that all the tiny nicks and cuts you get when you shave provide places for bacteria to form colonies.
Oh.
Or facial hair is actually built to help fight infections. Either way, you might want to start growing out that beard you've always wanted to. Rob, go grow a big one. Go get your big mountain
man, you know
grizzly.
what? It's tough when I do it because it's so gray now. But it makes sense. People that trim their nose hair get sick more often.
Oh,
because
really?
the nose hair filters dust and stuff that you're supposed to suck in through your nose.
Compulsive nose hair.
Oh, me
trimmer,
too. You could eat
God.
off the inside of my nose.
Gross.
Nothing I hate more than to see nose hairs coming out of a guy's.
Well, the
That's
worst thing,
gross.
and you know what, it's something you and I have to deal with, is if you really let it go, or you see someone who's let it go, and the nose hairs sort of combine into the mustache, and then you don't even see where.
Seen that too.
Hard to see where it begins and when it ends.
Yeah. Never seen it down in Florida though. Anyway, and now a little something. 31-year-old Evan Cater of Madison Heights, Virginia, was arrested back in October after a neighbor spotted him in his backyard carrying two things: a gun and a suspicious bag of bacon. Here's what I think Evan's plan was. He was going to use the bacon to shut up the guy's dogs, but it didn't work since the neighbor only caught Evan when his dogs wouldn't stop barking. Now, I'm not sure whether he was going to use the bacon just to get it to feed him, or maybe there was something in the bacon or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the other thing. Evan was wearing a camouflage mask, so he was charged with wearing a mask in public. That had to look a little weird if he was wearing the mask. That's a felony, by the way. Plus, misdemeanor trespassing, public intoxication. He was drunk.
Yep.
And carrying a gun while intoxicated.
And wearing a camouflage
right.
mask.
Mm-hmm. Track Cater of Madison Heights, Virginia. I'm sorry.
No.
He was in court this week to receive the formal charges, and he'll be in front of a grand jury next month. You can see the entire 10-part story of this guy on the new Netflix show, Making an Idiot. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Nice.
My sister loves Making a Murderer. Yeah, she sure does. Anyway, we'll take a break, come back with the audio vault at Rob Spiewak.
Don't
right here
sneeze.
At the Mike O'Barry Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hi, I'm Tony Perkins.
Hi, I'm Gary Stein.
And that's Gary Stein doing Mike O'Mara doing Gary Stein. Listen, we hope you will listen to our show. We have great fun, great guests every week.
We certainly do, and pretty soon the box set comes out.
And frankly, it's just not the same without you. Check it out at TonyPerkinsShow.com.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Trunk Club. Oscar Santana, how cool was it dealing with your stylist at Trunk Club? Because I know it's definitely the way I think a lot of people are going to start shopping for certainly men's clothing.
If you don't have time, it's the perfect solution. They send you things you might like, you pick out what you love, and you send back what you don't, and then you keep what you get, and then you do it again. It's super easy. They asked me, she called me, she said, hey.
You dealt with Tasneem, right?
Yeah.
She's awesome.
What do you like? I said, well, this is what I currently wear. I said, look, I don't want this to be a hassle. She goes, this is exactly what we do. We take the hassle out of shopping.
It's Trunk Club, everybody. Once you go to trunkclub.com/TMOS, you simply answer some questions about yourself, and you're assigned an expert stylist. Before you know it, a trunk arrives on your doorstep filled with hand-picked clothes, perfect for you. The stylist hand-picks clothes that are just for you from the best brands. You keep what you like, send back what you don't. Just use the prepaid trunk for easy returns. And remember, Trunk Club is not a subscription service. You only pay for the clothes you like. No hidden charges, just great clothes. Let Trunk Club make you look great in clothes picked just for you. Get started today, and Trunk Club will style you for free, plus free shipping both ways. You only pay for the clothes you keep. Take advantage. Go to trunkclub.com/TMOS. That's trunkclub.com/TMOS for a trunk filled with clothes you will absolutely love to wear. Now for Thursday, January 21st, 2016, let's open up the audio vault with Rob Spiewak.
Mike, can I please just add one more thing for Trunk Club?
Go ahead. Sure.
I just went through this experience.
Right
I
on.
just did it, right? I think the idea of going to a store, and I know this for a fact, even for a guy like me that doesn't mind shopping that much.
He loves to shop.
No, but the idea of going to a store is so arduous.
Oh, it's
you're dealing
horrible.
with all those people, and you're
Well,
walking,
most men don't like it.
and
Most
you're
men hate
walking
going to the
through
store.
an entire, whether it be Nordstrom or anywhere else, you're walking
hate
through a
it.
store, and half the things really they're not your size. You have to find for it. You have to fit. When Trunk Club sends you your clothes, everything fits.
Yep.
You just decide what you want to keep.
Put a price on
Very
your
cool.
time, man.
That's it.
What's the name of your stylist again? Give her a nice little plug here.
Tasneem.
Tasneem.
Tasneem!
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Your
All right.
stylist as well, I think, Mike.
That's good. I'm excited about it. And Rob Spiewak, what do you have for us today?
Today we have a technological bent on the audio vault.
Oh.
I think you'll like this. Now, Mike, I know I don't like to throw math problems at you, but if you were to ask Siri a math problem, you could go to Siri and ask Siri this math problem.
Siri, what's a trillion to the 10th power?
So 1 trillion to the 10th power.
Okay.
The answer is actually 1 with 120 zeros after it, but I like what this guy did with it. It takes Siri about 60 seconds to give the answer to that question, so he freestyles with Siri.
Siri, what's a trillion to the 10th power?
Let me check that. The answer is 10000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000å
I wanted to throw this to you. Do you know there is a new breaking fast food trend, Mike? Chocolate French fries. Can you even imagine?
Ooh, I heard about
chocolate
this.
French fries.
In Japan, starting next week, there will be a new item on the menu at McDonald's, and that is French fries covered in chocolate. They call it the McChoco potato. How is Japan better at being American than America? I guess McDonald's got tired of seeing these Japanese people living so long, so they came up with this. But I'll say the inception of the McChoco potato is interesting. Apparently someone who works at McDonald's test kitchen in Japan got high and... Well, that's the whole story.
And you know, I don't think that's probably that far from the truth. Apple has come up with a new app. It's called Music Memo. Have you seen this?
I have not seen it.
You can sing or play into the app, and it will add bass and drums for you.
Oh, cool.
So if you
I'm gonna have to get. Is it free?
I don't know if it's a cost app or not, but I'll give you an example and see if you like it.
that.
Here's someone who played piano right into their phone. They just played this. Sort of a simple boogie woogie riff, I suppose.
Yeah, but you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah. And then they hit the button that says, you know, app do your thing, and this is what the phone spits out at you.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that? It even corrects the sound.
Oh, my
More
God.
Pretty cool.
And more evidence that we will have no real musicians left at the end of this century.
That's true. Well, they keep
I mean, that's the way I
dying.
feel about it. It's great, but it's like gives more people a chance with, really not doing anything to do it. Our machines are taking over. That's my point, boys.
Mike,
Yeah,
speaking
no real
of musicians, Glenn Fry passed away. I saved this until you were in studio with us because I wanted you to hear the tape.
There's some cruel. Have you been looking online?
Oh, bad
there is
stuff.
some cruel ass crap
Why?
about
What are
Glenn
they
Fry
saying?
online.
Well, there's a lot of
Glenn
people
Fry-
that hated the Eagles. You know?
A lot of people hate the Eagles, Oscar.
I didn't
a lot
know
of
that.
people hate the
Yeah.
Eagles. Yeah, the like rock. There's a culture of rock and roll people that just
You know
think
what I
the
bet?
Eagles.
I
they
bet
diss the Eagles on a regular
I bet
basis.
Jimmy Cerrito hates the Eagles.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He will
I'm
never
sure he
say
does.
it, but I bet he does.
He's too nice though. But they're saying
well, you know,
mean
it's
things
really
about
sad
Glenn
that he
Fry.
died, but it'll be okay.
It's not like they were a real rock and roll band.
Yeah, they see it as the the softening of rock and roll in the 70s and sort of marrying country and California sound and rock and roll. And
I always
also
tell the story when Rod Stewart had Faces, they got booed off the stage
Yep.
at Dillon Stadium in Hartford.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty amazing, really, when you think about it.
But Mike, one of your favorite voices in music had a tribute to Glenn Fry, and I always like to have you in studio when we hear Trace Adkins speak. So here's
Take me out to the ball game.
Trace Adkins on Glenn Fry.
I loved the Eagles, man. I loved them. I loved everything they did. Every album they made, even the ones that the critics didn't like, I liked them.
Yeah.
You know, I really did. I was a huge fan.
Doesn't that sound like a car
Me
that needs a
too.
tune-up?
Yeah.
Take me out to the ball game.
And yesterday, Mike, we had the Irish guy that could not say the word specifically.
Yes.
I have the sequel today, the Scottish guy who can't say the words purple burglar alarm. Now, granted, I think this is more of an alcohol issue,
barely said
but
it.
I think when you hear this guy say
Purple burglar alarm.
purple
That's hard.
burglar alarm, I think you're going to enjoy it because of the people around him. Let's close with this today.
Purple burglar alarm.
Purple burglar alarm.
Purple burglar alarm.
Purple burglar alarm.
A purple burglar alarm.
Purple. Off, James. Purple.
James.
Thank you,
How hard is this?
One more.
Purple. Burglar.
And then they all went inside for pizza. That is your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Thursday, everybody.
That's it. Another Mike O'Mara show's come and gone. Be sure and join us again for more fun and more thrills at MikeO'MaraShow.com. And everybody, please be extra safe when the snow comes in tomorrow. You know,
If you have the chance, walk around D.C. It's the prettiest city in the snow.
To get your message or birthday request into the mailbag, send it to Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Purple Burglar Alive.
Purple.
The Mike O'Mara Show relies on your word of mouth. Tell a friend or family member about TMOS and make sure they get it too. And please, you help our show when you take care of our advertisers.
Yeah.
Got some great stuff happening with our new advertisers for 2016, but they all measure us, people.
Yeah.
So please, if you want to go that extra distance for some of our new clients, it would be a personal favor to Rob, Oscar, and yours truly. Remember, we rely on you people. It's a small community, and you can make it happen for us. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
One last thing. Please remember that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.